Informal settlement. Good morning to you.
Well, a very good morning to you, Lebo. Quite a strong police presence here at the Kapok informal settlement in Enidale, where since this morning residents have been blocking all entrances to the informal settlement during this, the second round of voter registration. Of course, you will recall during the first round, residents also went on the rampage here, saying they were not going to participate in the process over a lack of service delivery. They were calling for the local councillor here to resign. So since this morning, we saw some of the residents blocking the areas here, burning some tyres as well, and saying that the Independent Electoral Commission officials are not welcome in this area. They're saying they don't want the IEC to be in this area. They refuse to participate in the process. But we have seen the IEC come to the area since this morning. Despite the violence in this area, they've managed to set up their tent. Of course, this is under extremely high police guard, and police say they're going to monitor the situation here throughout the entire day. The IEC says it needs to do its job, and it remains to be seen, of course, if residents in this area are going to turn up at all to check if they're registered or to register to vote in the 3rd of August municipal elections. But I'm going to chat now to the Gauteng Provincial Electoral Officer Shiburi, who's also here with us this morning. Mr. Shiburi, a very good morning to you. Certainly, unwelcome circumstances on the part of the Independent Electoral Commission to do its job. Is it safe for you to be in this area at this point?
Thanks, Ms. Lewis. I think with the presence of the SABC, it is as safe as it can be. On our part, we're providing a service. We'll open the station. It will remain open so that those who want to register or update their details can avail themselves of this opportunity.
We saw in the first round of voter registration that many of the people did not show up. Instead, they wanted to burn down the structure that had been set up for voter registration. With the police here at the moment, are you perhaps afraid, even under police, we see some of the residents who are gathering right on the top there, that the same instances that we saw in the last voter registration process might happen here again today?
We had reason to have discussion with the police after the incident of the first registration weekend, and we are assured that the police will be out here in full force. We have no reason to be scared. We are apprehensive, but we have no reason to be scared. We rely on the professional service that the members of the SABC provide here and in other areas where we are facing challenges.
Would you consider pulling out of the area in the event that it becomes too volatile?
We will remain here until SABC advise us otherwise. Our purpose is to provide a service to the community, and until SABC tell us that they cannot safeguard the area, we will remain here.
I think let's get a bit of a provincial picture of what's taking place. Have all the voting stations, or rather the registration centres, opened in the Gauteng province? I know that there were areas of concern, including Denver as well, where we saw in the first process there were similar situations to what we're seeing here at Kapok.
I think in circumstances like this, as you say, Chriselda, it's easy to lose perspective. We have 2,717 voting stations. We have challenges in very few isolated instances, like here in Kapok and one down the road at Hopefield, where I'm going now. And I think other than these two, I think all our stations have opened on time and will remain so open until 5 o'clock when we close this afternoon.
All right, thank you very much for your time there, Shiburi, who is the Gauteng Provincial Electoral Officer, saying that so far there have been disruptions to 2 of the registration centres in this area, one just right here behind me and one not too far down the road from where I am here at the moment. He says that in majority of the thousands of the registration centres all have open on time, and there's very little disruptions. We'll certainly monitor the situation here. We'll speak to police a bit later on, but residents are saying irrespective if the IEC sets up its tent in this area, they're not willing to participate in the registration process. They say they need issues of service delivery to be sorted out first of all in this area. They say they've been registering, they've been voting for some time, and little has happened in this area in terms of development. We'll certainly bring you a bit more on that a bit later on, Lebo, but it's back to you in studio for now.
Okay, that's our SABC reporter Chriselda Lewis doing a report for us in Kapok and looking at the final registration voter weekend that we're experiencing ahead of the elections on the 3rd of August. Now, the